let's get on the computer, right? Yeah. What else are we gonna do? Finally, some computer time. The monitor greets you with its welcoming glow. Oh, yes. Yes. Some great organic keyboard typing. You hope to God nobody's on the phone as you log in. Now, this is before my time. Like, not literally. But in my house, we just didn't have dial-up by the time I was born. I don't know if we ever had it. I don't know what my family did internet-wise before I was born. But by the time I was out there, we didn't have to worry about, like, the phone line, and our internet connection messing with each other a whole bunch. And I never got to hear dial-up noises. Not once. Success. You're greeted by a menu screen of the day's news and gossip. You've got mail, but it's all junk. Oh my god, I have options here. Let's check out the message board. That's more my alley. You navigate to the fantastic fiction boards. It's a writing-focused subforum of a larger games... I understand how this sentence is structured now. It's a writing-focused subforum of a larger games, movies, and anime community maintained by the ISP. While the occasional original written work appears, most people here write and post fan fiction, a form of writing based on another work of fiction from the imagination of a fan. In other words, it's cool. Looks like a few stories have popped up overnight. Akira82 continues his exploration of an alternative Tale of the Blade 5 timeline, in which the Nazis have won World War II. Part 5 of the sexy resurrection of Commander Ginseng has gone up as well. It's a lighter read that plays on a common, but bogus, cheat code mythology. Cheat code. Ooh, you've been waiting for a new Songs of the Heart chapter. The romantic plot running through Heaven's Gosh is sorely underutilized, and this fic makes generous use of it through a scene-by-scene retelling. Are these supposed to be parodies of existing works in the real world that I should be familiar with, but I'm not? Is that what's going on? You set these aside for later. Let's go to the chat room. You navigate to the fantastic fiction chat. Nobody's really active right now, just a couple of character bots, confused newbies, and users who leave their computers on 24/7. Ooh, you got an IM from Staggle. No, I'll continue instead of skipping. Staggle, or S-Taggle, based on this capitalization, says, APT. Staggle, what's up? Staggle is idling in the chat, but he's chosen to message you in private. This has happened a couple of times recently. I loved your latest chapter. The ending was so good. Oh, wow. That means a lot coming from Staggle. He's one of your favorite writers on FF. Oh, wow. Thank you. I was really happy with it. A warm feeling rushes over you. You reread Staggle's IM a few times, basking in the honor. Smiley. When's the next chapter? Soon, I hope. I'm going to work on it tonight. You actually weren't planning to. Your interest in this particular story had been waning, and you wanted to edit some poetry tonight. But if Staggle liked it that much... Cool. I won't distract you then. Looking forward to it. Okay. Talk to you later. Wow, you didn't expect that at all. You feel a nervous exhilaration and a desire to reread the conversation over and over again. And of course, yeah, we could just scroll back up and read the whole conversation again in this little window. Can we move this? Aw, I was really hoping we'd be able to move this around. That's okay. We'll close and log off. Wow, that was it, huh? Let's see, you probably don't want to leave this room right now, do you? Okay, I guess things are a little better now that we've had a moment on the computer. Let's go walk over here so that we're not just standing in our doorway. And talk to Mom? What's up? Mom turns when she sees you approach. Her look suggests there's absolutely no reason to argue further. I accidentally right-clicked. I hope I didn't skip something. Were you able to get that package yet? Oh, did she just ask me to do something and I skipped it? Okay, I must need to, like, step out and grab a package for her or something. Let's talk to Timothy. What are you playing? Diablo? Seems things are peaceful between you and Timothy again. Yep, this is what peace looks like. Ta-da. Can I play soon? What's your definition of soon? Today? Nope. Cool. Step outside. Looks like we're doing more errand work. I think I may have skipped some crucial dialogue, which is a little frustrating, but that's okay. I just hope she didn't, like... But my fear is that she told me exactly where to go to get the package she's talking about. And I just won't know now. Trash pickup happens by a motorized cart once a week. The carts are small and have no compaction ability. As such, trash needs to be meticulously packed and compressed or it will not be taken. Trash on perfect ties is also highly susceptible to deer and raccoon interest. Look, just don't throw anything out, okay? Yeah. I can do that. Where are we going? There's, It looks like the island is kind of our oyster right now. This is the gate to Lily's house. Oh, right. Lily is going to hang out with us on the beach at dusk. We'll keep that in mind. It's the gate to child murderer Crazy Barbara's former home. Allegedly. The houses closest to the beach appear to be the most modern and recently built. Plant life around the house gets less tropical and more desert-like as you approach the dunes. This house is empty. When you were little, Lily told you this was the former home of Crazy Barbara, a wild-haired, child-murdering vagrant who haunted your nightmares for years. In hindsight, you've never heard an adult talk about Crazy Barbara. Wouldn't a serial child killer be in the news? Why did nobody but the children seem to know? Anyway, you still walk really fast past this house. Speaking of walking real fast past stuff. What is this house? This is the house where Simon lives. Yes, believe it or not, you sometimes have access to this palace. Should I know the name Simon already? Seem to have either forgotten something or missed something. The clouds look like cotton candy today, and every day. You try to come out here when you're hungry. It's kind of random, but there's something about the sea that invokes the finality of death for you. Alright. These rocks appear to have been placed by man to create an artificial but natural-looking barrier. To your right are private beachfront residences. The fences here do little to separate the dunes from the beaches. The effect is mainly psychological. The sand on perfect tides is somewhat coarse compared to some of the Northeast's more high-traffic beaches. The locals attribute this to the island's protected national park status and its restricted usage. You personally wouldn't mind if it felt a little better between your toes. There's other beach screen we can go to. Oh yeah, it's a little campfire spot. Some driftwood logs have been placed around the fire pit for sitting. It's a small fire pit for cooking food and generally sitting around. The Parks Department is strongly opposed to building fires on protected land, but that doesn't stop campers from wanting one. The ocean waves are calmer here, as if responding to the campsite's nestled nature. This is a designated spot on perfect tides for camping. Sand around the campsite is soft and fine. Looks like an ideal place to go barefoot. Dune trees surround the campsite, giving it a surprising amount of shade for a place on the beach. In the distance, you see the dense wilderness of the island where no humans live. The brush thickens in the direction of the dunes. I think it's about as much to see around here. The campfire log is smooth from years of being sat on by drunk butts. I'm cool not touching the fire pit. The sand is cool and light, runs pleasantly through your fingers. The water is ice cold and not suitable for swimming this time of year. You shouldn't chance it without proper diving equipment. Another screen. Oh, there's a deer here. It's a female white-tailed deer. Her kind is about as common here as pigeons are in New York City, and just as bored of the presence of humans. At the center of the boardwalk is a helipad. A sizable enough number of summer residents, government officials, and nature-loving celebs get to the island by helicopter. You've never ridden one personally. This section of the dunes houses an array of wildlife, from snakes and foxes to nesting birds. It's considered one of the more vulnerable parts of the island. A wall of trees separates this area of dunes from the ocean ahead. It appears to be a raw, half-eaten winter variety of squash. The deer have already done a number on the flesh, leaving a dozen or so fat white seeds. Can I talk to you? Hey, I don't mean to fawn, but I'd pay a lot of dough for a coat like that. It would be the antler to all my prayers. Good lord. Once again, getting some great indications of the kind of person Mara is. This house is only occupied in the summertime. The rest of the year, it sits cold and dormant, like much of the island. This arbor bears a faint resemblance to the one outside Lily's house. The two pieces were likely constructed here on the island by one of a handful of local building contractors. Oh, I have to walk to look at this one. How smart. Welcome to Perfect Tides, a family community. We believe in a community that is clean both morally and physically. We believe that riotous parties disturb the peace and quiet of our community. We believe the bikini-type bathing apparel tends to lower the moral standards of a community. We believe that exhibition in public is below the level of human behavior. These beliefs are being publicized in the interests of the many children in our community who we feel should have the opportunity of growing up in healthy surroundings. This is the hope of the future and the covenant of every adult. The Perfect Tides Property Owners Association, 1957. There's some pretty rancid stuff in there. Well, let's see. I don't think we have any reason to go over there. Things be constructed. We had a package to pick up. I wish I knew where that was, because I'm getting... Hi, music. I'm getting a little, feeling a little aimless and tired of just looking at stuff. Someone to talk to over here, I guess. It's Mikey, the town layabout and merchant of fine goods. You feel like you don't have enough perspective on life to figure out if he's in his 20s or 40s. And we're probably never going to ask him. Hey, Mora. How's your mom? Mikey's been calling you Mora for quite a while. Or Mara. Not sure. You're not brave enough to correct him. She's fine. How are sales? Oh, you know. Bad. There's friggin' nobody here in the spring. But you'll buy something from me, won't you, Mora? Do you have any video games? Computer games? Nope. But I have some really nice containers for putting candles in. If you're one of those occult teens. You honestly could see yourself getting into candles, but it would mean having a much more cohesive style in general. Seems like a lot of work. Plus, you're not actually sure you want an aesthetic-driven hobby that invites others to look at you. Do you have any snacks? Who wants to know? Me. That's why I asked. I might have victuals of the bite-sized kind. for a price. I don't have any money. We'll come back with some more, huh? I can't be a great conversationalist all day for free. Or just come back with something cool and I'll trade you for it. I don't think we, like, have anything except our wagon and... oh, what's this? Oh! It's a claim slip for a missed USPS delivery. Take this to the post office to claim your package. Wow. Can you believe it? The hint I needed. Scrooping over here. Let's look around for the post office. I'm ready to, like, to do some things. I'm ready to accomplish. It's accomplishment time. If I go over here, is that going to have me go into the ice cream shop? Okay, cool. It does not. But this doesn't seem like the post office would be here. I'm actually incredibly curious what the commentary is for this pride flag. Peering into the darkened window, you see very little of interest. Upside-down chairs, a dusty bar, and posters of events past. The neon signs, when off, are at best a reminder that fun exists somewhere, sometime. Huh. No comment on the flag. Interesting. I have to wonder... This is, like, such a tangential observation to this game right now, but, like, I wonder how many places in the year 2000 had pride flags up, whether that was individual people or, like, any sort of fixture or business of the like. Because where I lived, that would not have happened. I actually would be surprised if there's much of that where I lived now. Like at this present time in the place that I grew up. Be really surprised. It was a pretty... It felt like a pretty conservative town. And that's not incongruent with having some pride flags around, but it sure doesn't tend to gel. Where is the post office? Where can I find this post's office? Hey! Would you look at that? Alright, well. Let's look first. Mrs. Peters is your friend Lily's grandmother and has worked the post office window for as long as you can remember. She has always been nice to you. It's the perfect ties branch of the United States Post Office. You can send and receive mail from here, buy stamps, and just generally have interactions you'll be fretting over for hours/days. PS-27 is a public school that serves the island's K-6 demographic. You have fond memories of your time here. The school was so small that you knew every kid. The teachers liked you better. Learning was fun and easy there. Since the island has no high school, you've been attending one on the mainland for years. Since then, a supreme distaste for school has manifested. But hey, more of that elsewhere. That's a really funny way to just stop the description and say, hey, we'll pick it up at a different time. Yeah, when it's more appropriate. The goldfish circle their bowl happily, seemingly unaware of the large, intrusive outer world. Rather than an entrance, this tiny post office is a walk-up window for all your fast-paced on-the-go needs. You can see Billy's bar on the horizon. A white picket fence and a wall of hedges. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to get to the point. You shyly approach the window. Hi, Miss Peters. Mara, what's new, kiddo? Did you ride back with Lily today? Uh-huh. She went home. You wonder with anxiety if Mrs. Peters knows her granddaughter is sexually active. If she does know, does she know you know? Are you aiding and abetting a crime? That line just put a lot in perspective. The game even told me I was 15. But you know, I lived in a blissful world for however long I've been recording so far, where I forgot what being 15 was like. Then again, to be fair, when I was 15, most of my peers were like significantly more lax about the topic of sex. So it didn't feel like a crime. It just felt like something I wasn't participating in. Anyway. I swear, that girl's out more than she's in lately. Well, you know, the old in and out. Excuse me? Nothing. Okay. Enough of that. Well, actually, no, not enough of that, because I need to see if there's more dialogue. What's up, Mrs. Peters? The sky. You know what I mean. What's new? Babies. Boy, you've got an answer for everything. Yep, I recommend it. Okay, if that's the kind of dialogue we're getting, let's just hand over this slip. You hand Mrs. Peters the package slip. Oh, did your mom get a package? Let's have a look. Mrs. Peters reaches over to a pile on the office floor. Here we go. She hands you a box about a foot in height. It's surprisingly heavy. It says fragile on the box. Be careful. Tell your mother I said hi. No, you're growing up so fast, Mara. You and Lily both. Stay out of trouble, okay? Thanks, Mrs. Peters. But I couldn't find trouble if I wanted it. What was that? Nothing. My god. Real 15-year-old complex here. Let's move on and hope that the game isn't going to forcibly make me drop this package at some point. Because it'd be really nice if that just didn't happen. Let's go home. I'm ready to like make some narrative progress here. I know point and click games are for futzing, and I've had a lot of fun futzing. But you know what? I kind of just want to hand this package to my mom. You hand mom the package. Oh, you got it. Thank you, Mara. Mom eagerly unwraps the package, the contents of which you have a fairly good guess. It appears to be... Yep. The Princess of Wales will be gone 4 years this summer. Gone, but not forgotten, if the commemorative plate industry has anything to say about it. Oh, how lovely. So young. Such a tragedy. Is it true her heart was on the outside of her chest when they found her? For goodness sake, Mara. It's what I heard. Do you still like popping the bubble wrap? There's a couple of sheets here. Damn, Mom read your mind. You were planning on just nabbing those out of the garbage can later. Oh, sure, I guess. You eagerly fold the bubble wrap into your pocket for later. Oh my god, yes. It's gonna be an important item. It's a sheet of plastic bubble wrap, one of your most enduring joys since childhood. You better keep it in your pocket. The more bubbles you see, the more you're going to pop. Yeah, I'm going to need that later for sure. Well, you know, depending on if this is like for real a point-and-click adventure game or not. Like a really for real one. Like one of those ones that's like really real in the genre. I'm saying like if this game is going to have obtuse puzzles or not. Anything new, Timothy? Oh, hey. My selected item is in my cursor list now. That's cool. That's a familiar conversation. It's supposed to be cold tonight. Wear some layers if you go out. That's right. We are going to go out. I wonder if we should go out now. Has the time of day progressed yet? No. Maybe we need to go put some layers on and suddenly it'll be dusk. We'll go hang out with our friend. On the computer again? Okay, this is going to be like a mechanical thing. We can come check in on the computer at different times, probably. I accidentally skipped that, but it was effectively nothing new has come up since you last logged on. You waste a quick hour looking at nothing before promptly logging off. Huh, wasted an hour, huh? Wonder if maybe that was good. Same text. I'm not immediately sure what the next step is. Maybe we should go to the beach and wait. I don't have any other immediate leads. So, seems like a reasonable enough choice. Big, I'm not sure immediately what to be doing next. Oh, and up here it has all of your cursor icons. That's cool. What is this? Oh, settings. Oh, I wouldn't mind turning the walk speed just a little higher. Oh, there we go. Yes, I should skip text. Let's find out about that really quick. Oh my god. Was this made in like Adventure Game Studio or something? Cause the fact that it just has like this type of save system even. Why not? We'll just be very straightforward. I don't have anything like more clever to save as. Well, that was saved properly. So if I... Okay, yeah, so I can't skip text like that. I can't progress text with the mouse. It's set like that. So we'll just put it back. I'm playing mouse only right now, so flash effects off. We'll see about that. If that ever becomes a problem in this game, I'll make sure to put up a warning when I put the video up. I also think it's cool that I'm playing. This game has a score? My god. Okay. What can or should I do? Should I just go to Lily's house? Well, first off, let's mess with this deer. The deer looks at you as if to say, why would you want to ruin a perfectly nice day like that? Makes a good point. Yeah, let's try going to Lily's house, maybe. I don't think I want to pick up this squash. You don't really want to try separating the deer from her food right now. Yeah. But I figure we're probably not going to want that squash anyway, unless it really comes up later. What is this structure? Built in the 80s, the Dolphin is the most popular resort on the island. You've never had the privilege of staying there, let alone seeing the inside. The Dolphin has its own section of private beach, which is for guests only. You've often watched their activity from a distance, wondering how a paid beach experience might be superior. Probably isn't. A nicely maintained area of the dunes serves as a walkway to the Dolphin. A few remnants of its former wilderness can still be seen around the resort. These trees don't do much good for the wildlife. They're mainly there for show. The boardwalk lets out north to an oceanfront resort known as the Dolphin. To the south is downtown Perfect Tides. Where was Lily's house? Yeah, this is downtown, all right. If we can get back to our house, I think I'd actually kind of remember where Lily's house was, because I think it was just the screen up. Yeah. Okay. Nice and easy. I didn't have to approach it this way at all. You're forever shy about knocking on Lily's door. You're especially self-conscious about being a bother to her, so you usually just wait for her to be out and wandering around. Friendship is a torment. The gate is locked and leads to private and inhospitable property. A good rule is the closer the properties are to the beach, the less you want to mess with them. Well, dang. Always with the sky touching. What are you looking for up there? I don't know, I'll touch the sky just for the hell of it. Okay. I don't know what to do with myself here. Talk to Jackson again. Nothing new. Okay. Probably nothing new here at all, then. Fridge. Okay. Look at the fridge, something I didn't do earlier. The fridge is the color of coffee-stained teeth. It is loud and doesn't do a very good job cooling food. You've probably spent a collective 15 hours of your lifetime staring into it. Yeah. That sounds about right. Timothy is playing Diablo. It all looks like dirt to you. Talk to Mom again? I don't really know what to do then. Nothing on the computer. Can't really seem to get her to put on any extra layers, which is what it seems like her mom's hinting toward. Maybe not. I also haven't been picking that much up. Oh, I never looked at this book. It's a novelization of the 1995 LucasArts game The Dig. Mom bought it for you in A&P. Some more old magazines, Cat Fancy, Disney Adventures, and Nickelodeon, sit out in your room. You occasionally scrub through these old issues for things you'd like to remember. The wastebasket that you mostly neglect to use. There's a lot that we're cool not touching here, including the lava lamp, which seems baffling. What is this trophy? It's your best person trophy. You got it in some summer group recreational program when you were a kid. Looking at it now inspires a touch of resentment for your parents for making you go. All you've ever wanted in the summer is more time to yourself. I don't know what to make of any of this. Talk to my bed. It ignores me. Talk to my bed. It ignores me. I feel like there isn't anything here for me in the house. But I don't really know how to pass the time. Maybe I just need to do stuff around the island. You're far too shy to talk to the construction guys. These are men who use loud tools and habitually bark at each other. That's true. Well, look at them, though. Local contracting jobs are typically done by island residents. It is, in fact, the most available type of work here. Right now, the boys are working on a new condo development. The construction site has been on and off for the better part of a year. If development doesn't stall out again, there should be more condos by next year. Must you go around touching every person on Earth? Absolutely. These houses were built within the last 2 to 3 years and are already fully occupied. They attract some ire from the locals, but you personally see the appeal of something new, modern, and without flaw. Ugh. Utility poles carry electricity and phone lines throughout the island. This way leads to more residential blocks. I really don't know what to make of my current spot. You don't know who lives here, and you're not interested in finding out. This vacation home is no doubt protected by an alarm system, one that your grubby hands are sure to trip. You do best not to touch the sign, which is the recipient of more piss and barf than the average public fixture on the island. Yikes. Back to downtown, I guess. Your mom only just started letting you order from the non-kids menu at diners. Saying as the entrees at Petey's Steak and Seafood start at $22, you don't expect she'll be taking you here soon. Besides, it's a bad deal for the amount of food you get. That's true. Barbie's Bar is famous for its crab buckets. Or is it clam buckets? You don't really follow seafood. Petey's Steak and Seafood is one of the fanciest restaurants in town. Like most of downtown, it's only open seasonally. There's nothing particularly appealing on Mikey's blanket today. Just some grimy kitchen items and an open pack of assorted screws. You can look these items over ages ago. The flower beds around downtown are plastic. It gives the place some much-needed color in the dead season. You better not touch the placard outside of Petey's. Judging by their food prices, the chalk can't be cheap either. Maybe one day when you finish school and become a famous millionaire, you'll take your mom out to Petey's for a nice dinner. That sounds about right. Though known for its food, Barbie's is still a drinking establishment. You'd never get away with entering. Okie dokie, nothing for me on this entire screen. I think, actually, hold on. It's Bobby's Bar, rebranded as The Cave in 1997, though no local calls it that. One of the handfuls of tourist spots who proudly display a rainbow flag in the summer. Simon calls it shameless pandering, but it seems appropriate to you. A large proportion of the visitors to Perfect Tides are gay men, after all. Cool. Oh, yeah, and there's that rainbow flag. I didn't even spot that one. Okay. The wood of the bar and canopy has a smooth finish, easily deflecting moisture from its surface, rare as that may be. An arrow and sign point to the alleyway, through which you will find the firehouse and Perfect Tide's hottest nightclub. One of the oldest businesses on Perfect Tides, Island Scoops has been around for at least 45 years. And since it has no competition, the ice cream tastes like it's been in the freezer that long. Wow. Downtown Perfect Tides is filled with tiny boutique shops, seafood restaurants, and bars. Since you have no money, are underage, and can't stand the smell of dead fish, there may as well be nothing to do. Dang, no wonder we are on the internet all the time. The flower boxes are pretty nice, you decided. They don't suck. A lone manicured sassafras tree sits in the downtown. Well, the ice cream shop is closed until summer. Yeah, it figures. You're not fancying to sit down at the moment. Colorful benches are available downtown for whenever the shopping is too much. Though relatively young and small, the tree has a gnarly, twisted trunk with a severely textured bark. To your astonishment, you feel nothing special about the flower beds. There isn't much for you back here in terms of businesses catering to minors. Walking through here makes you feel a lot like a child. This must be the nightclub. The club's fire logo is gray and uninspiring in the light of day. The entrance to fire is locked in the off-season and guarded by a bouncer in the summer. You've never been inside. Two miniature trucks are the muscle behind the Perfect Tide's firefighting squad. They've been custom designed to fit the width of the island's small, unpaved roads. And perhaps a show of self-awareness, the fire department's mascot dog, the miniature spotted chihuahua. My god. Run entirely by volunteers, the firehouse of Perfect Tides is small but mighty. At this time, it houses two small trucks. Flowering brush surrounds Fire Square, separating it, at least symbolically, from the residential community. Fire is a favorite summertime hangout for painstakingly attractive gay men. Once a year, you are hypnotized by the sounds and color emanating from this place. Okay, so there's some typos in this game that could have been caught and picked up, and that's okay. The path leads back to the dunes. We come in this way? Have we left this way? Have we done anything this way? What do we do? I don't think I've gone here. Oh, park trail? A sign at the entrance gently cautions travelers not to litter, upset the wildlife, or participate in any lewd acts. Rest assured, two out of these three rules are lovingly honored. The forest is made up largely of pitch pine, which is famously good at growing in sandy soil. The trees serve as a nesting area for birds, and deer are often seen eating the tender young leaves. Off she goes, folks. Hang on, Mara. Before you enter the wilderness, let's look at the facts. Public record indicates that Adolf Hitler died by suicide on April 30th, 1945, but there is mounting evidence in the information age that Hitler indeed survived the war and made his break to Argentina. That was 55 years ago, plenty of time to change his appearance and make the journey to New York, where a rustic life of isolation would suit him best. But no Nazi of Hitler's caliber would settle down forever. His appetite would demand the occasional slaying of an innocent. I don't feel great reading this bit. I thought it was going to be very, like, sudden hyperbolic, like, fear of Nazi stuff, conspiracy stuff. And I don't know, that tone just came very out of left field, and I apologize for everyone watching. Of course, by now the Fuhrer would be over 100 years old, but the oldest known person made it to 122, and even the frailest hand can fire a pistol, pierce skin with a knife, or administer a trusty vial of cyanide. All things considered, is looking at some trees still worth it to you? It was a very, very out there gag, but we're not going into the wilderness. It really feels like we're not going anywhere. Go figure. What is all the way out there? Luxury homes line this end of the beach. This is where much of Perfect Tide's ocean view becomes private. There's a sparkling, if distant, glimpse of the ocean from here. Simon calls this Billionaire's Bay. Cautionary signs and fences wrap the length of the eroding dunes. Tourists and wealthier residents seem to take these as a mere suggestion. You, on the other hand, are a perfect, upstanding citizen. I wonder, maybe we could try going to Simon's place, which I remember seeing somewhere over here. Somewhere around? somewheres. Yeah, can we do anything here? Feels like a couple $1 million, give or take. Yeah, okay.